Leonard Lee was born in the original St. Mary's Hospital in Garden Bay, and he attended the one-room Irvine's Landing Schoolhouse. Although he moved away for several years to pursue a career, Leonard has recently returned to the harbor, and he is now the head of construction at the Sarah Wray Community Hall project, which aims to convert that same one-room schoolhouse into a functional space for the entire harbor. When was this schoolhouse built, Len?
It was built in 1931.
Yeah.
And up until then there was just a road here, or just a trail going by it. And I think in 36, during the Depression, they had they called it relief camps. People from BC went and came up and built roads by hand here. Well, when I was going to school, there was, like I say, it was from grades 1 to 5 when I was, actually there was probably grades 1 to 8 when I started. And there used to be an old stove right there. I remember the old stove. It was all wood heat, you see.
Yeah.
And it was cold. So all us kids faced that way in the desks. But the teacher had hers in the back next to the stove. Oh. She was smart. And there's some people next door. They used to come and start the wood stove up for the teacher before school started. And they also kind of made sure the woodshed was full of wood to keep her warm.
That's awful nice of them. Did they get compensated for that?
No, that was just volunteer stuff. Grade 1 got to sit here. This was my spot. I was the only student in grade 1. So I was the best and the worst. Yeah, you know, I was thinking about the one-room schoolhouse and why so many of the kids that I went to school with here have done really well in the world. And I think it's because the teacher was forced to be quite innovative when she was teaching. So typically, like the grade 2s would be taught a lot by the grade 3s and 4s, and that's an experience you don't really get in the modern schools.
That's true.
It's the teacher. You learn from the teacher, and that's it.
Yeah.
So you learn, two things happen. The kids that are tutoring the younger students learn how to do it, and the younger students also have interaction with the older students. My family was one of the early settlers, not the original, but early. They homesteaded big chunks of land around here, including that mountain behind you there. They actually donated, my uncle donated that to the regional district as a park. It's now called Pender Hill. Progress, I was thinking on the way up here, is kind of strange, you know, like the original family homestead, it's been taken down and new house put on it. My uncle was probably the second brother to build a house, and that house is gone now and a new house built on it. So that's progress. Progress says you rip things down and build new, and we just decided, seeing that this was built for the community, that we would see if we could keep it in the community. We decided we were going to do something about it in around 2008, the community did. And they started to arrange financing because the school board leased the property to us for 20 years. It was late 2011 when we actually got serious about doing the work.
You guys have made a lot of progress then.
Yeah, it's all been volunteer, and we do it as cheap as we can. So it's things like mixing cement by hand and that kind of stuff. You know, we're going to start running courses in there on heritage type stuff, like how to build the old wooden boats and skills that are being lost. You know, because they don't do that anymore. You buy a fiberglass now. Hopefully, we're going to have this done mostly this year. One of the first things we've got planned is the wedding reception here from one of the volunteers, but the intent's to use it as a meeting hall and renting to the public for events where you need a larger space, like weddings, like celebrations of life, parties if they want. Maybe the firemen would like to have their yearly dance here. They used to. The shingles here actually are original 1931 as well, and it's kind of funny because you can see the various coats of paint it got. Watch, I'm going to show you the air conditioning. See that door up there? Yeah. That's the air conditioning. Nice. In the summer when it got too hot, you could pull this and let the hot air come out. Pretty neat, eh? Yeah. Bring it over here. at the walls, you can see where the kids would pin their art up on these things. That's what these boards are for. So they're full of holes.
Oh yeah.
Because they pin their stuff up on it. So we're gonna put that back on with the holes.
Yeah, great. So then I guess you guys gonna refinish the floor and try to get all that gunk off?
Yeah, but it's part of the
That's part of the heritage
heritage now too, but I guess it's gotta go.